So who is Jax? Why is Jax? Where is Jax? All very great questions and all yet to be answered. But I have a few theories. Now, it's obvious that Jax is going to be the main focus of episode 9. If not from the trailer, which is intentionally misleading, from the poster, which is going out to theaters. And I'm fairly positive that the poster going out to theaters is not as misleading as the trailer is. Even if the trailer is misleading, it's still a pretty dead giveaway. Jax is the main character of episode 9. And I've seen a lot of theories on who Jax might be, or why he might be there, or what's going on. And based on those theories, I've come up with some ideas here and there that kind of aren't full-fledged, thought-out ideas, but maybe someone will see this and have an aha moment, you know? Alright, so I want to start with the implication that Jax is going to do something unforgivable. Now, it's going to happen in this episode because he hasn't done anything that the characters haven't forgiven him for yet. So it's clear whatever he's going to do will be shown in episode 9. But here's something interesting that I was thinking about last night. I came across a TikTok by FrostyBites16, which was talking about this unforgivable act that Jax will do in the last episode. And this TikTok suggested that Jax was going to push Kinger into the void out of some fit of rage. And I thought about it for a second, and at first it really startled me. And although that TikTok showed some foreshadowing of why that might be the case, I don't think that is going to be the case, because at the end of the trailer, we get to see that there's going to be a flashback, because what else would it be, of Jax and Ribbit hanging out, and Ribbit's going to ask,
"Have you ever done something that you regret?"
And I think that thing that he regrets is going to be the unforgivable action, which will be shown in episode 9. That unforgivable action happening before the show starts with Pomni. I don't have any idea whether it's going to be in the circus or if it's going to be in the real world. I have a little bit of an idea of what the unforgivable act might be, which I'll say in just a second. But I don't think that Jax is going to do an unforgivable action in the present time of episode 9, if that makes any sense. As episode 9 is occurring, I don't think Jax is going to do that unforgivable action. Now, what that unforgivable action might be, I have one idea, and it also transitions me into my next point. Okay, actually, it doesn't transition me into my next point. Hold on. Listen, Jax's unforgivable action, comma, or semicolon? I don't know how to put this. Listen, I don't think Jax is Scratch. I don't think Jax and Scratch are one and the same. But I think Jax had more of a part in creating the circus, or Jax is in the circus on purpose. But I believe his unforgivable action would have been creating the circus, even though I don't think that he is Scratch. Okay. Yeah, I've just thought about it. His unforgivable action has to be out in the real world, because I believe that Jax is actually in the circus on purpose. By his own volition, he put the headset on, knowing damn well that he was going to be trapped inside of there because of the unforgivable action he did in the real world. And there's tons of theories of what he did. He ran over someone. He killed someone with his car. He got in a car accident. Jax and cars have been seen together, have been like symbolized together for fucking ever. But I don't think that he actually did something with the car that was horrible and unforgivable. And Jax sure as fuck did not run over Gangle and kill Gangle in a car accident. No. But I think that the car scenes in episode 7 of Jax going to the real life scene of the real world cars, I think that might be him driving away from the scene of the crime, quote unquote crime, whether it was or not. It was him driving away in the immediate aftermath of whatever he did. That's my theory. Because then he did whatever he did. He drove away to this abandoned CNA building, although probably by the time he got in there, it wasn't abandoned, it was just cleared out for sale. And then he put on that headset because he knew that he was going to be transported there. But how he would have known that he was going to be transported there, I don't know. Ragatha, let's see. I don't know whether Jax got in before Ragatha or if Gangle got in before or after Ragatha, right? Was it Ragatha then Jax or Ragatha then Gangle then Jax? Because if it was Ragatha then Gangle then Jax, maybe Jax knew that going to this building could potentially make him disappear because Ragatha and Gangle disappeared. But that wouldn't really make sense because of the whole Soma theory situation. So, just in my hypothetical prediction for what the fuck is going on with Jax, he did this unforgivable act, which he recounts when Ribbit asks him, then drives away. Don't know if it was a crime, maybe it was just completely immoral. Drives to the CNA building, which he knew what was going to happen when he got there. Puts on the headset willingly, and then gets transported into the digital circus to escape whatever's going on out there. And I just had another little brain blast, which makes me a little sad because I love you, Jax. If the Soma theory is real, there's still a him in real life with a consciousness and a body who's facing the actions of his consequences. But his consciousness just thinks, oh, I actually made it out of that situation. He doesn't realize that he's actually already facing the consequences of his actions or whatever is going on in the real world. He doesn't know that. So that's a little interesting tidbit to think about. And since my recording time is at 20 minutes, I think that it's time to end the video so I can get on and talk about my next topic for the next one. Anyways, I hope this video caused an aha moment for at least someone, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.